dripping diamonds. One look at my watch and it says perfect timing. Big shark on me, yeah, shining and blinded. One look at my rollie and it says perfect time. Yeah, I got air with me, huh? DJ Dream with me, yeah. Got T-Rex with me, yeah, that big green with me. Hey, you know Ash with me, Brandy Marie with me. The whole crew fly, it like Chico Bean with me. WNRV 108.1. We got the latest, hottest music from where I come from. We cover all the trending topics that you might discuss. And then we bring out special guests and then we all turn up. So turn me up, CJ, turn me up. You know we definitely not the tools, we them ones. Hashtag turn me up, CJ, turn me up. Turn me to the max until you feel the speakers bust. Turn me up, hey. It's the big Heff show, it's not the little one. Turn your speakers up, baby, it's gonna be a good one. They say where you been, Heffy, baby, I've been doing something. I've been cooking frog legs because you really know it's jumping noise. I'm the big shark, baby, dipping gold, dripping diamonds. One look at my watch and it says perfect timing. Big shark on me, yeah, shining and blinded. One look at my rollie and it says perfect timing.
Yeah, it's the Big Heff Radio Show. I'm Ebony with an I. Heffrey's here.
What's poppin'?
Yeah, there he is. T-Rex is here. Welcome to Big Heff Radio Day, where we are sponsored by Snacks.
Snacks, for sure.
I'm also sponsored by these Remy Martin glasses.
Oh, yeah, those was fire.
Shout out to Heffrey.
Those was fire. Shout out to Remy Martin.
Yes.
They've been a great supporter over the years.
We had a little dinner party.
Yeah.
You know, they gave us some trinkets.
Some trinkets and swag.
Swag.
Yeah.
So I wore these today. I said, oh, you know what? I'm about to pull out my Remy Martin swag game.
Sun was out. It's 80 degrees in Cleveland.
Yeah.
So it's a good day.
Sounds like trouble.
I definitely can tell people trying to pop out with them sundresses on today.
Sounds like trouble.
Yeah. They were trying to pop out, legs showing. Eb got her legs out.
I got on a
married
skirt.
to the streets.
I'm not.
No.
Hey. I'm not. However, it was warm outside, and you know, a lot of times that do mean trouble in Cleveland, just because we only get the warmth, but this long.
It's only 3 or 4 months. You gotta embrace it.
About this long,
embrace it.
Yeah. So then, when you get it, you takes it in, you act up, you go outside. I don't know. You do whatever Heff be doing. What you be doing, Heff?
I jump in the whip and drive around. Sometimes I let the window down.
Yeah, Heff drive by the beach, see who there.
Yeah, for sure.
He be like, hey, y'all.
What's up?
How y'all doing down there?
You can see everybody at the beach, for real.
That's what you said.
I run into everybody.
I have not been to the beach in a little while.
I used to go last year. I used to go every day.
Every day?
Yeah, like it was just a part of my daily routine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did it help you woosah?
Yeah, you know, like tranquility, and then you know, you get a chance to, like, I talk on the phone a lot, so I would literally just, you know, have great scenery while talking on the phone. That's
great. Like, don't worry about that. That's just some waves crashing in the back.
Yeah, some waves, little ocean, little volleyball player.
Little ocean in Cleveland is hilarious. They like, Heff, I thought you was back home. I am.
But, you know,
ocean.
But you know what? Like,
ocean views.
Even like Columbus and Cincinnati, they literally, some people will drive up just to go to the lake, just to go to the beach.
I mean, they say that it's a hot commodity to have the waterfront that we have.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? So
I mean, you know, you can walk across and try to, when it's cold, and try to go to Canada if you want to.
That's what they say.
If you're trying to escape.
That's a wild thing to do. I'm gonna just jump on this here lake, go to another country real quick. But it is possible.
Yeah.
When the horizon is just right, we can see Canada. Now don't hate on us.
I'm trying
hate
to
on they wildfires.
I'm trying to go to Carabana this year.
Okay, make it happen. Heck.
Yeah, I feel like them
island girls.
Vibes. Yeah,
they calling you.
Yeah, they doing something going on.
It's a whisper in the air. and their Carabana outfits with the wild colors.
Yeah.
They always got some real dope outfits though.
But people don't know that Toronto, like the Caribbean, I don't know what happened, but the French and Caribbean impact on their culture is crazy. So, so that was one of the fun facts I did. Like everybody talks like they're Jamaican. I'm like, man, why are these people trying to talk? I'm like, nah, they really like that.
They really are like that. Okay.
Well, it is a weekend
exactly.
and a morning and a national teeth in the dance hall and who all think will run pan them come from when them it come to my
First off, I forgot that this part was that long.
Right.
The blood blow the
But I've been to the Carabana before. It is a vibe.
It is.
It's definitely a vibe.
What was your favorite part about Carabana?
The music.
Music.
It's just ongoing. It never stops, and they just dance all day long. Like y'all legs ain't tired yet.
Facts though.
Cause me.
Dancing mofos.
Yeah, I need a sit down. Can I get a rest?
I got my nephew Elijah with me.
Yeah, is that type?
Type.
Yeah.
He don't know that.
He don't know that, but he has named a whole group. We appreciate you, Elijah. Shout out to you.
Type.
Today is also Backstage Pass Day, you know, so we're going to be at the B-side.
Can't wait, man. I feel like we haven't been outside together in a long time. So.
Yeah, we do it every other month, but this time we kind of skipped a month. It's a long story, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But sometimes you got to book the dates that they have open.
Yeah, for sure.
Which means we probably better hurry up and book August, huh?
They asked for about July. They asked about August. They asked me about everything.
Right. That's what I'm like. We might want to.
You
we
want
might
to
want to
book
work on that.
something with Dave East on Tuesday? No, man. I just want to go see Dave. That's all.
I saw that Dave was popping.
Yeah. It was a nice show.
Everybody was out.
Yeah. Shout out to my boy Holy. He
Holy
opened up.
performed?
Yeah, he opened
Shout
up
out
for
Holy.
Dave. And no, him and Dave got a new single out together, so it made sense.
Okay.
They
Gotcha.
all came in from New York together. So.
Of course, naturally. Holy think that's where he from, kind of, sort of. No,
Nah,
you from Cleveland, Holy.
He was really wearing a Cleveland jacket the whole time.
Okay, proud of
to
him.
the Indians. They took him to the Indians game and all that good stuff. So
I seen Dave with jersey.
He had the LeBron joint, the classic joint.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I think. Well, it was an NBA Finals 10-year anniversary jersey, so that was fire.
Yeah.
So
Boy came correct.
Came correct, Mitchell and Ness.
We appreciate that.
Yeah.
Anytime you come to our city, just show us a little love, a little respect.
Facts though.
You know, that's all it is. Well, we're going to go to a music break. That's how we opens up the show. You know, a little giggle here, a little laugh there.
Yeah.
Lots of artists are in our city this year, so you might want to do your concert viewing in Cleveland.
That's a fact.
I'm just saying.
Come through.
Don't be talking about, I'm going to Houston for the concert. No. You can come here.
Come to Cleveland.
We got the vibes.
We have vibes.
Concert venues all over. Yeah. Indoor, outdoor, small, large.
I'm excited about the Jagged Edge.
Yes.
Lloyd, Brownstone. I haven't seen Brownstone in a long time.
Yes.
That's at Jacobs Pavilion. That's outside.
That's outside.
I want to do more outside concerts this year.
Lil Wayne is outside. He's going to be at the Blossom.
I got to go check out Wheezy.
I'm a little disappointed that you got to see Cash Money and Wheezy on 2 different nights. Come on, y'all. Just make up. I don't know. It's not going to work.
For anybody, you want to see a Big Tyner, Juvenile, BG.
Right. It's a totally different night. Totally separate concert.
Go see your Cash Money Millionaires. They might bring out some of the other acts that was involved. But the big 3, they out doing their own shows. The big 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it is the Big Heff Radio Show. When we come back, you know what I mean? We're going to have some guests. We're going to have a good time.
Yeah.
And y'all stay tuned.
Yeah.
Sitting on hip, cause I know they wanna rob. Count a little beans, smoke a little crime. Join where you been, rapping mob. Benz, swing, platinum, chain, diamonds, G. Ayy, the way these tricking on these, it's a shame. I ain't got but some game. A nigga got dope, a nigga got rank. A band for the whoop, 200 for the jam. I'm fresh in midnight frames. Get the out of real fast. Smoking on chops, beating down blocks. If I I ain't getting paid, you would never see me out. Frisco, but got ties in the south. Low, keep my name out your mouth.
Black man tryna make it in society. Nothing on hip, cause I know they wanna rob. Count a little beans, smoke a little crime. Join where you been, rap it mine. Benz, swing, London, chain, diamonds, G-I-A. The way they tricking on these, it's a shame. I ain't got but some game.
A whole lot of money, it's what it need. Leave her on tune if she ain't my speed. Hella bum, they ain't eating, hating on me, bro. You acting like a beast. AP rocker, bad knocker, AR chopper, 9 for the prize. Yeah, that's 900. Maybach blunted, touchscreen Larry, everything running. If she ain't mine, I don't buy the nothing. I'm looking like I'm signed, cause I'm really doing numbers. Park by the water, tell the roll up. Real from the city, getting money, yeah, that's us.
Black man tryna make it in society. Nothing on hip, cause I know they wanna rob. Count a little beans, smoke a little crime. Join where you been, rap it mine. Benz, swing, London, chain, diamonds, G-I-A. The way they tricking on these, it's a shame. I ain't got but some game. Black man.
What up, man? It's your boy Big Heff, man. Check out WNRV 108.1. Nerve DJs in the building.
Hey, said fuck the Drake and bout the G-Lock. He run up Betty, get pop, yeah, I rap, but fuck this hip-hop. I'm active, boy, don't get dropped. Niggas, they walk with flip-flops. Hey, rats with cheese, they get chopped. From the slum straight to the tip-top. It's on me, bitch, don't get popped. Hit like 50, all in one swap. Ran off the plug, got too hot. We had hoes and bows in 2 spots. Pulled off Corvette, the roof shot. Shining, smoking, moon rock. The life, I feel like Tupac in LA. We ride with 2 glow. Start rapping, feds got too hot.
Making it rich. I like to poop deep dishing when it goes squish. Call the 666, demon time, tick. Barrel to your temple like a pimple, it goes zip, pro medicine. I only smoke gasoline, you know Vaseline. I like my whole tangerine, it's so dope, I have fiends. I got that cool, no caffeine. I empty the whole magazine, everybody woke, I sell dreams. Got it out the mud, that came clean. I can't trust the love, I ain't green. I just cut them off like gangrene. It's the art of war and painting. I'm a superstar, she fainting. No matter who you are, you ain't me. Walking like a target on my feet. Taking hard just for the beat.
Said fuck the Drake and bout the G-Lock. He run up and he get pop. Yeah, I rap, but fuck this hip-hop. I'm active, boy, don't get dropped. Niggas, hoes, they walk with flip-flops. Hey, rats with cheese, they get chopped. From the slum straight to the tip-top. It's on me, beat, don't get popped. Hit like 50, all in one swap. Ran off the plug, got too hot. We had hoes and bows in 2 spots. Pulled off Corvette, the roof shot. Down the shining, smoking, moon rock. The life, I feel like Tupac in LA. We ride with 2 glow. Start rapping, feds got too hot.
Godzilla, nigga, chinchilla, nigga. Laughing to the bank like Ben Franklin, Ben Stiller, nigga. In a villa, nigga. Getting hit like a pillar, nigga. Bitch all over me and X like Twitter, nigga. A heavy hitter, nigga. Sinner, nigga. Devil in a nigga. We smoke got me choking like Reggie Miller, nigga. She gon' ride a nigga like a 18-wheeler, nigga. She vanilla, nigga. On tequila, she Brazilian, nigga. I ain't never scared. Keep a chopper on me like a helipad. These niggas teddy grams, nigga teddy bears. Keep them with my bare hands like Freddie, man. Tell him, man.
Said fuck the Drake and bout the G-Lock. He run up and he get pop. Yeah, I rap, but fuck this hip-hop. I'm active, boy, don't get dropped. Niggas, hoes, they walk with flip-flops. Hey, rats and cheese, they get chopped. From the slum straight to the tip-top. It's on me, bitch, don't get popped. Sit like 50, all in one swap. Ran off the plug, got too hot. We had hoes and bows in 2 spots. Pulled off Corvette, the roof shot. Diamond shining, smoking, moon rock. The life, I feel like Tupac in LA. We ride with 2 glow. Start rapping, feds got too hot.
Hallelujah. Clip so long like Chopper Chulas. Bad lip, give amazing brain. Mama that raised a honor student. Tell a bitch step like Major Payne. Low down nigga like Keenan Wayne. Slam on nigga like Shaq and Payne. I'ma shoot this bitch, ain't had to think. I'm like Nino in the Carter. Too many pounds was the other nigga. Grew my wicks out like a Florida nigga. When the Drake call, hope God with you on the state call with my dog nigga. Got a life sentence, not a life sentence. Bro just came home, picked the pen up, then he taught me how to make a nerve. With it only seeing green with this night vision. Got a black truck full of white bitch, and they like that excitement. That they they act up, we can night on sight. While I right, get it. Got some young boys that don't do shit, but just shoot shit like Spike did it. You f around with the right nigga.
Said fuck the Drake and bout the G-Lock. He run up and he get pop. Yeah, I rap, but fuck this hip-hop. I'm active, boy, don't get dropped. Nigga, they walk with flip-flops. Hey, rats and cheese, they get chopped. From the slums, they to the tip-top. It's on me, bitch, don't get popped. Sit like 50, all in one swap. Ran off the plug, got too hot. We had hoes and bows in 2 spots. Pulled off Corvette, the roof chop. Diamond shining, smoking moon rock. Thug life, I feel like Tupac. In that lady, ride with 2 glow. Start rapping, fizz got too hot.
This is WNRV 108.1.
Aye. What? Look. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. Huh? They ain't talking about nothing. Aye. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. Huh? They ain't talking about nothing. Pickable, I just put them bookers in my chain. Pickable, 80 pointers like a Kobe game. Pickable, 7.62s will make them plain. Pickable, popping out, you better not smell my name. Pickable, put 2 foreigns on the 405. Pickable, Kashi Pepper if I'm doing pasta. Pickable, why you acting tough on IG Live? Pickable, you know my little off they rocker. Pickable, surprise, this that chicken cheese. Pickable, let me FaceTime my op. I'm in the street, pickable. Yes, AGs, I'm putting something to sleep. Pickable. He on the ground, I praise God and start stumping feet. Pickable. I put 10 on his face, my shoulder playing. Pickable. I hit it from the back, I told her move her hands. Pickable. It's like where up at. Pickable. On your top, I'm with Dot, don't look back. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. Huh? They ain't talking about nothing. Hey, that's my. Hey, that's my. Hey, with all that fake. Hey, ain't the one to play with. Hey. Pull off in a lamb, double pocket all that tams. Mister, get off on your mans. If he hate you disrespect, you better follow up with hands. Losses to the neck, but now I'm trophied up, I'm saying like bing, bop, boom, 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 bop, bam. The type of I'm on, you wouldn't understand. The type of skits I'm on, you wouldn't understand. Big dog business, I would not hold your hand. Broke business, I cannot be your man. Never got a oop until we open up that can. Damn, alley hoop me bands, I'm a slam. Jam freak, I like my Mac touching yams. Pay that option around me, I'ma tell you turn it off. Heard what happened to your mans, not sorry for your loss. Should've prayed before them shooters came and nailed to the cross. I let your boy get a pass, be lucky you saw. What they talking about? They talking about nothing. 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 Huh? They ain't talking about nothing. Aye. What they talking about? They talking about nothing. 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 Huh?
What up, man? It's your boy Big Heff, man. Check out WNRV 108.1 Nerd DJs in the building.
This is WNRV 108.1.
Let them light up a square. Billie Jean in the air, kept it 100 like an Air Force pair. If they don't give me the chair, I clown them all, boy, this unfair. Behind closed doors, I'm still gonna be forever aware. Let them label me a backpack rapper, turn to a school. All they top 5 getting hit, unless they cool tutors. I took a chance like Monopoly, now who's stopping me? I'm watching out for all the weird vibes and the animosity. Just holding on to God's hand, the well on dry land. Take time span, in my season I won't die bland. Cause in a way, my whole lane is free, like I-10. It's like I spend every day in the chokey, I'm locked in. My grandma's house is my sanctuary. I can't get carried through, was hanging low when we play on cherry. The angel dust we serving contains the fairy. We stayed in dairies, raised with bad culinary. We was taught to make it barely, yeah. Sticking to your gums like cables. If you don't like then you can leave like basil. It's back, got batteries, we jump them like cables. The feds on scope, so fiends peeling off the labels. I don't really wanna hear that. I don't really wanna hear your problems. I don't really wanna hear that. If you don't like it, go and get a job. They hiring dummies on the block. Story is, you got close to one's the plot. Ay, life a roller coaster, and up, gon' get a drop. Stingy with my pennies and can't get a drop. Ay.
My TDE calls come from the top. The one I speak directly to is top. New rappers trying legends for the notch. And every has-beens interviews are watched. Listen, Rayvon, be clear of your peers. Cause in a couple years it be musical chairs. We done seen panic and show us they tears. Reminiscing over hits but the money ain't there. Truth or dare, still get it for 18, I swear. Reasonable doubt and all my thoughts are cashmere. The paper cut the tips of my fingers like cashiers. I tell you stunt dummies, you welcome to crash here. Sticking to your gums like cables. If you don't like then you can leave like basil. This bet got batteries, we jump them like cables. The feds on scope, so fiends peeling off the labels. I don't really wanna hear that. I don't really wanna hear your problem. I don't really wanna hear that. If you don't like it, go and get a job. They hiring dummies on the block. Story is, the you got close to one's the plot. Ayy, life a roller coaster and yo gon' get a drop. Ayy, stingy with my pennies and can't get a drop. Ayy, I'm from LA County, a strange place. Base, they know who I am without nameplate, no gameplay. Locked up, my bro got the same case, and I blame face. The enemies get stomped to no features, like a blank face. He got no air, like a king without a son. Caught my cousin with the pills, said he going on a run. And the time that they gon' give him, he might never see the sun. No, the time that they gon' give him, he might never see a son. That's the one. Got 100 shots of vodka in my fist, growing up. Is realizing Debo was the, you know the code. Nintendo never switched what he told.
It's the Big Heff Radio Show. Welcome back. I'm Ebony with an I, and there's Heffrey.
Yeah, I'm here. I was popping.
The one and only.
Listen, I just seen you getting folded up.
Why would you?
Your back was getting cracked on the ground.
Words, huh? You use these words.
Your back was getting cracked.
You use these words, right, Heff?
This is what is happening on my Instagram. I just had to shut my Instagram
This
off.
is what is happening.
I didn't know.
I told you that I went to get the alignment.
I know, but I'm saying that for radio purposes.
I know.
Listen, shout out to Dr. New.
Tried to throw me under the bus.
No, I'm just saying. No.
Focus, Heff.
Oh, no. Let me stop.
We have guests.
We do have guests in the house.
Alrighty. Take it away, Heff.
It's crazy because I want to say he's an American football player. My boy Drape in the building. Drape, what's poppin'?
It's good. Thanks for having me.
You got to make it seem like we was on ESPN. 30 for 30.
American football player.
Yeah.
He started off in Cleveland.
Started off in Cleveland. Got his start in the gritty streets.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I mean, hey, that might be true. We on to something. We writing a good bio.
Drape, where you from, bro? What part of the city?
So I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. I was born on Osceola, off Lakeview.
Okay.
From there, we bounced around a little bit. So I went from like Lakeview, Osceola, to end up moving to Maple for a little bit, but was still going to St. Aloysius over here on Lakeview still. And then from there, we moved to Columbus for like a few years. So I lived in Columbus at this school called Woodcrest down there. And then once I was in 4th grade, moved back to Cleveland. We did like
I can't believe you remember.
moving.
We did a lot of moving.
I can't believe you remember.
Yeah, I'm
all
like,
this.
what's happening
I mean,
here?
shit, I was a new student everywhere, so I feel like that's also a part of my like, my story with rap is like I feel like each time I moved, I was just writing poetry, write poems, and I feel like that's kind of where like I kind of got to start writing full projects once I moved to Japan.
Make sure your poetry here doesn't include cursing.
Yeah.
No cursing here. It's all right. You did good though. You was fast though.
He might be nervous.
Yeah. He might be alert. Because it came out, but then it didn't come. I was just like,
I
ooh.
don't got no.
Pull it back.
I try not to in my raps too, but
reel it in.
But some of them,
Sometimes it happens.
Sometimes you just gotta
It's
express
just it's a
way.
part of the expression. Yeah.
Now, okay, wait. Lakeview.
Lakeview.
That's a lot of legendary people that come from Lakeview.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Glenville.
So Glenville area, like, how did that influence the person that you are today?
I mean, I feel like it's everything. It's a whole like temperament. I mean, it's a different type of environment in comparison to when I've traveled and lived in Japan, or also when I've traveled to like London and just different spots. I just feel like it kind of just give you like a slower and more like aware like sense of like nature. For
now
sure.
listen,
Do legends come from the St. Clair area?
Yeah, for sure.
Nah.
Definitely.
So I'm not sure if they're older, younger, what kind of demo, but like the new guy, or they're not new anymore, but like King Chip Al came from the Glenville area.
Yeah.
Like, were you around that area, or you're newer?
Yeah, so that around that area, but they're older than me. They're like, I don't know, like in between like 10 or 7 years, somewhere around there. So it's like they was way older than me. So, but I remember that era, like growing up in royalty camp and hearing those songs.
Did you swing doors?
I was not old enough to swing doors.
I mean, he might have decided when he became old enough.
He had an uncle, you feel me? That told him like, throw the doors open.
I don't know when he started driving.
I cheer him on when they were swinging doors.
Yeah, they be driving around these parts. I don't know.
So what encouraged you to get into sports?
My family. So my uncle Timmy, he played at Glenville. My uncle Tony also played and coached at Glenville. My mom played football as a kid. So and I guess that's all from my grandfather, Lawrence Overton. Who passed away when I was a junior in high school, but they was always in sports. So when they had us, they just kept us in sports to keep us busy. My older brother, Shane Bell II, was 2 years older than me. He was a part of Glenville's first state championship run. We lost, but he was ended up going to play at Ball State University. And, so I played at Iowa. My younger brother played at Cincinnati. So it's really my whole family just kind of always was in that sports. And then obviously that Glenville area is just
for sure.
It's like second nature. You got to start off there.
Mm-hmm. Now, it's a sport area.
Yeah, did they give you a regimen? They said listen, if you do this, this, and this, you'll be all right.
Really, just listen. That's all they would say. Him and when growing up, just listen to what we say, and you pretty much gonna be able to get to where you need to get to as long as you do the thing. If you don't do the things, because they're not gonna tell you nothing wrong. So as long as you do the things they say, that's typically how they kind of went about it. And from there, you just kind of just learn your space in that.
So
did you have to prepare daily? Did you ever see a break, or was? Once you got to a certain place, you was every day training.
We moved a lot too, so I feel like my mom just kept us in sports like year round. So we would go football, baseball, basketball, and eventually it was just track and football. And so I was just nonstop, never really stopped working out.
You went to Cleveland, then Columbus, then came back to Cleveland.
Then we came back to Cleveland, and then I went to Garrity elementary school for a year, and then went to.
I went to Garrity.
I'm
really? Okay. I definitely did. I know.
For sure.
In the Heights.
Yeah, so I went there for my half of 4th grade and 5th grade, and then from there I went to this Catholic school called St. Louis, which is right near Lutheran East. And I was there from 6th grade, and then 7th grade I actually moved to Birmingham, Alabama. My stepdad got family. My stepdad he passed away when I was a senior in college, but he has family in Birmingham, Alabama. So we moved down there with them with that side of the family for a little bit. And
so did you ever want to get some goals in your mouth when you moved?
Yeah, for sure.
It's so hard to move. I can't imagine just packing all the time. It's so hard to move. Y'all was packing up all the time.
Yeah, we was moving, but each work, I said, I always be just writing. And at that school, that was one of the first schools where they was actually just beating on the desk and all right, it's your turn.
So you was in a tablet mode, or you was actually writing?
No, I wasn't part of it. I was still that writing in a notebook.
Okay.
So I just had notebook raps, and I was rapping for my mom and stuff.
Okay.
Hey, Mom, listen to what I got.
Yeah. And then if it was whack, she would just start rapping, and I'd be like, all right.
So you land at Ginn Academy, for your whole high school, or?
Yeah. No. So all right. So I went Alabama, and then 8th grade moved back for 1 semester of not even 1 semester, 2 months of. I was supposed to graduate in Alabama, but I moved back here and went to Roxborough for 2 months.
And then
from there, my stepdad was like, "You should go to the Heights instead of the Glenville." So I went to Heights for my first semester there. Played football there with Bryce Jones, who's actually the head coach there now at the Heights. And then my grades were slipped a little bit in Spanish and some science, so I ended up transferring. My uncle was the coach at the Ville, and one of my actual receiver coach at the Heights, he was helping out with track at the Ville, and he just told him I got this player, he killing and scoring every game versus Minner, I literally scored every game, but he was but he don't have grades. So, and then he told him my name. He was like, "Oh, that's my nephew," and he was like, "All right, well, you're gonna have to transfer over here." So then him and Ginn just had me there from the second semester in 9th grade all the way through my senior year.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Now, where did you go to college, and what was your decision for going there?
I went to the University of Iowa. It was honestly, I had about I can't remember the exact number, but it was definitely around 20 offers from Division I schools. My first official visit was University of Hawaii. My second official visit was Iowa. Third was Louisville. Fourth was Pittsburgh. And then my best friend, Devin Bogart, was already committed to Ohio State. And at the time, Urban Meyer had just got there, and they was trying to get me there because they had a guy named Coach Johnson, who like was basically recruiting us like for so long, and he was just like save this last official visit, you're gonna go to Ohio State type of thing. He ended up leaving the week before my official visit, going to Arkansas. So then it was like a week before signing day, and we had to like kind of figure it out. And then basically Ginn was the one that was like, yeah, I think you should go to Iowa. And just from his relationship with like Phil Parker, who's like the defense coordinator now. And yeah, I got a good relationship with Phil, so.
I might have went to take Hawaii.
Yeah, I definitely would.
I would have been like, oh, Hawaii? Sign me up.
You know,
Lush Gardens.
I feel like my class really thought I was going to Hawaii.
I think I would have been like, listen,
right?
My get to come out to Hawaii for the free games,
right.
So she can appear on TV waving and little pom poms, you know.
Right. Listen, look, Heff, ocean on your phone call.
Yeah, facts. That's easy.
Yeah. Easy. Ocean waves in the background.
Now, Iowa, what kind of culture clash was that from a guy from the city?
It was different. It was definitely different. It wasn't the same, but it was I feel like my class out of like all the other classes while I was at Iowa was probably the closest. So that's why my senior year, like we went from like my freshman year we was 4-8, we was terrible, and the culture was not like the same. Like I'm like, I just came from the Ville. Yeah. We go to Iowa and now we just not a good team. It's like I'm not used to that, but yeah, I feel like my class we like were really tight. Like in my class is like George Kittle, he played for the 49ers. CJ Beathard, a few people, but it's like that class, like we actually like hung out together, like white and black kids, like just kind of like just figuring each other out, trying to see like who's who, and we was kind of bad, honestly. We got in trouble a lot, like, but by the time my senior year, we went undefeated. Like that class was like the class that like pushed us to be the first and only undefeated Iowa football regular season team, and then going to the Rose Bowl. So
that's dope.
Yeah.
But y'all showed the glow up, had a little glow up.
Yeah, but for sure, I definitely had some moments like at Iowa that was culture shock, and I'll probably write about those at some point.
I can see. I can see those reps coming.
Yeah.
Right, y'all had
the toxic era.
Like it was very rural.
Yeah, it was different. It's just different because it's like I feel like here this not like the Cleveland, we ain't at the biggest city, but it's a city, and I feel like there's, like I said, yeah, it's really like cornfield outside of the city. A lot of the kids are from that area, so that's like kind of their culture. So it's just not like it's not tailored for you, but. I feel like I made really good connections and I made really good friends, from my class and even some of the class before. Like a lot of the times, rapping actually while I was at Iowa was why I was thinking, I probably should do this for real, because all the black kids we would like link. Sometimes it'd be like some kids like from Strongsville, a couple guys, white boys, whatever, but they come hang out with us, and we would play beats and like literally they would just play beats and we would just freestyle. And I just remember I wasn't like drinking until I got to college. I don't drink like that no more, honestly, at all. But when I was there, we did. And we would just be around a round table and we just play a beat and we'd just be freestyling and just like kind of like just trying to rip each other in a battle. Yeah. And my boy Damon Bullock, he actually passed away. He was one of our starting running backs, but he was like one of the nicest people that I would kind of go back and forth.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. Now, I know about like, because you already told us you moved a lot.
Yeah.
And then you tell us like you went to college, you played football. And I don't know a lot about overseas football, but they talk a lot about overseas basketball. So what is it like to play football overseas?
I mean, it's different because it's not as like international. It's not as of an international sport as basketball. Basketball kind of translates to like different countries. So football, I think in my era was like the first, like it was like starting to expand. In Japan, they always had football since like the 1970s. They just started letting Americans play over there in like 2010 or somewhere.
Oh wow!
Okay. So I was a part of that, like 2015, 2016, a part of that. Or maybe it might have been a little bit earlier before that, but it was like still in that 2000s.
Right,
and
very,
I feel like
very recent.
Yeah, and in my era, it was like kind of like they were pushing like bigger schools. So it was like me, started running back from my school, Jordan Kanziri. He was like over 1,000-yard rusher. And then on another team, they had a team called Rise. They had like Devin Gardner, who was like the starting quarterback at Michigan at the time, wore 98. And then they had his starting receiver, Jeremy Gallen. But it was like legit like Big Ten like players, like kind of like going into the league. And I feel like it was growing over time. So I don't know. My experience in Japan was kind of unique. I would say, because it was only also 4 spots on the team, and it was only 2 on offense, 2 on defense. So it was people holding those spots for like 10 years, 12 years.
Right, never getting off that.
Right, they said, I'm never quitting.
Give me that check. Now, fashion in Japan.
Yeah.
Were you a part of it? How did you get, like, did you get, you know?
Yeah, I
that
feel
check was coming in every week?
I was fortunate because not like some of my other American teammates who I brought out or like came out that had like bigger feet. I wear a size 10. I probably should wear a 10.5 because I probably shrunk my feet now that I've got it measured at a run store. But that's another note. In Japan, wear a size 10. They typically don't go above a size 10.
Oh.
So if you wear a 10 and under, you're good. Yeah, you're good.
So anybody with a 10, they had to get special order shoes or something?
If it's above a 10, like they just might not have it.
Okay.
Which is like, it kind of sucked because Japan will get like exclusive, like.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Dang. Man, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
Like when you think about
good
it.
for him. Good for
It
him.
worked for you.
Yeah, it worked for me.
But the thought of it is like, dang, that's messed up.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
That's crazy though. Now, how long were you overseas? How long did you play? Like, what was that experience like?
Okay, so I was in Kobe, Japan for 5 years. Like I moved there the week after I graduated, and then I was in Tokyo for 2 years.
Okay.
Tokyo/Chiba, which is like in the same area. I also lived in Kyoto for like 6 months, but that was in that 7-year period. But I started off in Kobe playing football, also coaching at Kobe University. I also coached at a few high schools in Osaka. At one point we were traveling to like each university in Osaka, in Tokyo, like just different areas, and I would just like coach like DB. Sometimes I would practice with them, but I would also coach them. And then when I went to Kyoto, I was actually there for like 3 or 4 months and just like training with them and coaching like offense, defense, like each position, whatever position they needed, which I would say is credit to being at Iowa as well. It's like they just teach so small details that like you're able to actually understand other positions and be able to coach it at a high level. And then eventually once I moved from that situation, my coach, one of the coaches at Kyoto University actually picked me up on his team in Tokyo, and that's when I moved from Kobe to Tokyo. And while I was there, he just respected my brain, so he just let me. I graded film for like the whole defense. I would choose where I played, and then I would also like choose who started, and then we would like kind of game plan from there. And I would be on the whiteboard like for the meetings. So it was a pretty cool experience, honestly.
Are you gonna go into? You think you're gonna go into coaching more?
I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it's one of those things where coaching in America is different. It's like it's way more like, whereas there I was able to like still like do music and work on things that like, you know, interest me outside of it. Whereas like if you coach here, I would love to. I think it would be fun, but I feel like time wise it's like your whole life, you know.
I was gonna ask you, is there anything about excuse me, is there anything about like American football that, you know, everybody is pretty accustomed to that they don't do out there? Like, is there something that we
different?
is there something about American football that we know to be true that's not true out there?
Oh, well, I don't know about true, but I would say like one of the biggest things that like I've noticed from like I don't know, like in college I played corner, or that was my main position, nickel dime corner. But when I was at my senior year at Glenville, and then my whole life I always played offense and defense. I was always a receiver first and then played DB, and then eventually my senior year I was like more of a DB/receiver. But one thing I noticed in Japan is that like they are really influenced by like American culture. So obviously when it comes to American football, they're gonna like lean into like receiver more than defensive back.
Okay.
So I would say like the receiver position is way much stronger like of a position than defensive back. But while I was coaching at like Kyoto University and at all these different universities, like you would have a really, really like kind of athletic, talented player, Japanese player that you're coaching, and he plays receiver. And like at that level in Japan, it's like I would always be pushing those type of players to like try to play defense as well.
Okay.
because I was like, here, like if you a top player in high school, even with Travis Hunter, you know what I mean? Travis Hunter's an anomaly, but like in high school, that's not an anomaly. Like typically, like if you're at a level that you can beat somebody every play on receiver, and you should be lining up on defense to try to stop somebody as well. So that was like one of my biggest things, was trying to like push those kids to like kind of do more,
be versatile.
Yeah.
So you said that Heff asked you about like coaching and would you and would you not, and you talked about how you have more time in Japan to explore other interests. So you know, we love sports, we love football, but we also love music. You know, that's what we're here for. So you do, I don't want to say a transition, but you continue to incorporate music into your life. How often were you going into the studio and then making that final decision that was something you were going to really pursue?
I mean, I feel like I was like I said, when I was small, I would always write, and then I would like try to rap it to family. Sometimes I rap it to my friends. Some of my friends still, like when I would move, and I'll reconnect with people from different parts of my life that since I moved so much, and they'd be like, oh, I remember you used to always be rapping this, you always rapping that, and I was like, that's crazy, because I always felt like it was always a part of me. And then when I was even in high school at the Ville, like my close friends, like I was the one that was putting everybody on the J. Cole, putting everybody on the Big Shot, because I would just always had headphones in, like nonstop, just listening to mixtapes, and I'd be rapping, and I remember like at practices, people just be like, is that you? That's you. I'm like, that's not me, this is what's name. And then like, or I'd be like, hey man, y'all gotta listen to J. Cole, and I'd start rapping one of his verses, and then they'd be like, man, you just making it sound raw from your voice. And I'm like, all right. And in my brain, I used to think like, what does that mean? You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm in 9th grade, I'm like, what does that mean? Like, whatever. And then when I got to college and we started freestyling, and like I was like, I could see everybody kind of like looking at me when I would be like ripping them, and I could just think of different things, and I could recall something back. Then at a certain point I was like, all right, like I feel like this is like a talent, and I was hurt a lot in college too. So like I was like the first freshman to play my freshman year, but I crashed a moped the first summer I got there, the first month I got there.
Way to go.
So I had surgery. Yeah, it was crazy. I'm like, this is probably over. And then the next year after that, I'm playing, like I'm, feeling healthy. And then we going into the Outback Bowl versus LSU and Odell Beckham and Jarvis Landry. And I was starting going into the bowl prep, because one of the seniors had went down, or the juniors had went down. No, the senior had went down. And I'm starting, and I'm going up for a pass, an interception with my boy Smitty, one of my best friends from Toronto actually. And we go down with the ball, and I tore my PCL 50%. So then I had 2 injuries back-to-back freshman, sophomore year, and then that kind of lingered into my junior year, but got healthy, whatever. But during that time period, we like hanging out, freestyling, and doing rapping. All this stuff, and I'm doing raps, and I'm like, I'm ripping these dudes. This is easy. And then eventually I was like, I kind of want to like see if that's like actually, because I'm like, the football stuff is like not going the way I'm thinking, but this feels like good. Yeah. So then when I went to Japan, that was like my thing, was like I'm gonna try to get healthy. I got healthy going into my pro day, run a 4.39 hand time, 4.48 40 laser. Like
this
I was
definitely
like,
athlete talk.
Definitely athlete talk.
My PCL was broke.
Right.
So I got healthy. I went to Japan, felt healthy, but I knew being in a space of isolation what was going to naturally happen. So when I went to Japan that first summer, I wrote like 20 songs, like just in my room.
Because you had the time.
I just had time,
Yeah.
Now, Trey, what is a PCL, man? We want to know.
So on the outside of your knee is an ACL.
Okay.
The inside of your knee is your MCL, and then the front is the PCL.
Okay.
So if you fall on your knee, like
what was
like
you
that,
thinking?
No,
I knew the PCL was in the front.
You knew the front of the knee, not the shin, not the shin area.
So mixtape era, man. Give us your discography. Like where did you start at, and then what led you up to the newest in the field?
Okay, so like I wrote Tokyo Express, Eskimo. Well, Tokyo Express for sure in 2016 flow. If you go to In the Field, so it's Drape, DRAPE. In the Field is the tape, is the album. Check that out. But on there, if you check out Tokyo Express and 2016 flow, those is 2 of the first songs I ever wrote when I was in Japan in 2015, 2016.
Okay. I
like those from through and through, but I had it on a different beat. But I wasn't ready to release it yet, so I was just performing at nightclubs. I got really cool with like a couple bar owners and some people that own the clubs like in Osaka and Kobe.
Were you the tallest guy over there?
I wasn't the tallest, but I probably I think I was.
They could see you.
I feel like I was piecing together outfits and looking like something else that wasn't like normal. I feel like in Cleveland we got our own like little way that we put stuff together. So they was definitely like trying to figure out who I was, and from that I was just kind of using that as like social currency and just
and you could wear their shoes.
Did you pull up with the shades on with the chains out?
Yeah, a little bit. You know what I mean?
What? You had some bling?
No. The In the Field project, man. Like, who were some of the producers you work with on this project?
So I found a couple people online, but the main producers is my boy Rocky Lawrence. He's from Cleveland, native to Cleveland. Got hooked up with him from my boy G Harvin, Mike Reck. They worked with him before in the past, so they were just like, yeah, you got link with Rocky next or whatever. So, but prior to when I met him, this was actually in like October of this year. I met with this guy named Pillowhead Cole. He's from Iowa. He was a freshman at Iowa when I was a senior. We didn't know each other at the time, but we know somebody similar.
Full circle.
And but again, someone else like put me in contact with him, and he's like Chip's in-house producer in LA. Okay. So I was going up to Chip's studio.
Very much full circle.
Yeah, for sure. No, definitely very full circle.
It was a very country to meet the same people.
To meet the same exact people.
It was literally like when I met him and he told me that, I was like, this is crazy.
Oh, so you know Chip too?
I was like, you know Chip and you went to Iowa. This is crazy.
Right.
And then you know somebody else. It's kind of crazy. But then he played the beats, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be easy. So I was just like, let me just hear them all and let me kind of pick through which ones. And while he was doing that, I was kind of just like fiddling through like other verses and like old songs that like I would have wanted to put on some of the tracks. And so I ended up getting like 10 tracks for him in the first month. We just like kept linking and like creating, and then from there I got linked with Rocky Lawrence, and then we met up at his studio and I made like 10 tracks with him. And then from there I was like, man, I just like called both of them. I was like, hey, is it possible that I could take like half and half of the ones that I want and put them together, and then piece them with like a few other ones that I just had from like meeting up with is this guy named Giorgio out in LA from Ghana. He put me on with another producer who actually lives in Miami now, but he's not really making as much music last time I checked in with him, but we made some heat.
Drake, what is your top 5 Cleveland artists of all time?
Top 5.
Top 5.
That's hard. I don't want to do no order.
Nah, you don't gotta put them.
It's not an order. It's just,
I don't have an order. I feel like it's like
I'm
really,
leaking this part.
One Bone Thugs. Bone Thugs out the gate.
St. Clair.
From there, it's no order for the last 4.
Okay.
But I'm gonna just go. I'm gonna go Chip, Fat Al,
St. Clair.
And I'm gonna go Doughboy and Cuddy.
Okay. A little shaker.
I ain't mad at that 5.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at that 5. Now I know what In the Field means for me and Dream. It don't mean the same thing for Ed. What does that mean to you, and why you named the mixtape that?
Not know yet.
Well, originally In the Field, I wanted to have like the album cover be a little bit more graphic, with just like playing on that like kind of that line of in the field. Like, what does that mean? Like a battle. It could be a battlefield. It could be, a football field.
It could
whatever.
be the streets.
It could be the streets. It could be like, I wanted to kind of play around with that in the field.
No.
Yeah, kind of that space.
I don't agree with him. He said yeah.
But I just wanted to kind of just get people kind of like interested in that. But also, I guess because I played football, in the field is like easy.
Easy play on words.
Yeah, but like I know, like when you listen to the music, like I kind of touch on a bunch of different stuff, so a bunch of different topics.
Now, how did you link up with Bolo? Cause
he here.
This mofo don't come out the house, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Yeah, so I got linked up with Bolo. I want to say it was my boy G Harv as well. Somebody else, either G Harv or somebody put me on with Bolo. It was like, you got to tap in with Bolo. So I think I messaged him online and just like told him what my plan was, and like played him he sent him a bunch of music that I was thinking about releasing, and then we just kind of talked and like we connected easy.
Oh, he was available?
Yeah,
he was available. He he listened to the music. He's like, shoot, let's do it.
I only see him come out of the house when Currency in town.
Yeah, me and Bolo got like 4 videos or 3 videos so far.
Why you gotta be like that, Bolo?
You got 4 of them?
Yeah, we making one right now, but we got 3 videos. One was shot in Miami on my birthday last year. And then we shot one here like a year ago it was like in the wintertime. There's a track called, if you check it out on YouTube, it's called Deuce. Chia Season Breakfast. I shot it like coming out the Hopkins Airport and just like around here. And then we shot another one called Chef and KD that's on my album right now in Columbus. We shot it in Columbus downtown.
Okay.
All right, I like it.
Gumbo, man. Tell us about Gumbo and
yeah, because
who produced it and what.
It's a party here.
It's
a party in Cleveland. It's called Gumbo.
Yeah. So Gumbo is actually it's like, so all of my tracks is written by me. Gumbo is a track that actually I started doing these writing things with my younger brother who has a track called Antisocial Club. Check it out, Baby Psycho with a Q for the Psycho. But his music is really like holistic and chill. That's the catch. But me and him like have like a lot of like, you know, shadow work and conversations, and recently like he's just been like, he's one of my main supporters. Him and my older brother Shane Bell and my mom. They all support me. And
is mom writing rap still?
My mom can rap. I'm
just saying.
Up, so I can see the battles that was happening.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Battles in your house.
That's what I said when I would write and I would like rap to her and she would just start rapping. I'm like, all right. My mom would just stand up and just go. I'd be like, all right,
like you got it. You got
Chill,
it.
Mom.
Right, you got it. I said.
I got company.
Right, I'm cool.
So was mom, brother, and you all in the cipher together?
The cipher.
It would really be like me and my mom. I feel like Matt would do it sometimes, or like Shane would like do it sometimes. But recently now, Matt and Shane is like the ones that's like always freestyling. So like with them, it's like it's just easy for me to kind of get bars off because they like make it real comfortable for me to like do that. You know.
Your mom used to rap in the kitchen and serve y'all eggs.
Yeah, 100%. We got videos of me and her singing all type of songs. It's like probably not okay.
Just rap battling and frying bacon. Like, what is this?
Yeah. No, that's good.
Yeah, that's dope.
Shout out your social media handles, man.
Yeah, so on Instagram it's Drape7, DRAPE7. You know, that's on Instagram, on like I said, Spotify, Apple Music, all the platforms. Check me out. It's just Drape, DRAPE, and you can look up In the Field to find it. Yeah.
And what can they find you at tonight?
Yeah. Oh, and tonight I'm gonna be at B-Side Coventry. For sure.
Yeah.
Backstage pass.
It opens up. Doors open at 9. Be there. Be square.
Yeah, man. I need you to introduce your single, man. We appreciate you for stopping through, man. Welcome back to Cleveland. Let's get it.
For sure. Yeah, so I want y'all to check out my new single, Gumbo. It's on that album, In the Field, Drape, Cleveland's own.
I'm humble. Scoring a house call, told the tater. Never fumble. I'm flying above all, just like a bumbo. Poppin', this wasn't about y'all. Buck being humble. In the stew, I'm cooking an ox raw. Call that gumbo. TikTok close shop. I'ma still be a big dog. I pull up clean and I pop my top, and then I look like I'm real player. I'm not gonna stop it. Y'all ain't this tall. Like the cash draft back in 03. Shit, we about to get rich, y'all. Count down. Red go get Swiss laws. This is the I know. It's time to lift off. In the stew, I'm cooking up, calling it gumbo. I'm shady locked in, with my dogs keep vision tunnel. I'm big bro, and little bro, but yeah, I'm jumbo. Lionheart, eat the food, I'm king of the jungle. More bodies, bow bow, a royal rumble. Yeah, connecting the dots, man, just like a puzzle. I'm a big dog. I be barking, I need a muzzle. Team we locked in, I be sparking, I'm in the huddle. Lean muscle, they be talking, we never struggle. Big hustle, let's tussle. Out the mud, you did like shovels. Coordination, yeah boy, watch how I juggle. Get elevation, good lord, yeah I made it. TikTok close shop, I'ma still be a big dog. I pull up clean and I pop my top, and then I look like I'm stuffed. Real player, I'm not gonna stop it. Y'all niggas ain't this tall. Like the cash draft back in 03. We about to get rich, y'all. Count down. Bread go get Swiss laws. This is the It's time to lift off.
This is WNRV
On a house call,
108.1.
Never fumble. I'm flying above all, just like a bumbo. Poppin', this wasn't about y'all. Buck being humble. In the stew, I'm cooking an ox raw. Call that gumbo. TikTok close shop. I'ma still be a big dog. I pull up clean and I pop my top. Then I look like a real player. I'm not gon' stop it. Y'all ain't this tall. Like the cash draft back in 03. Shit, we about to get rich, y'all.
Count down.
Red go get Swiss laws. This is the I know. It's time to lift off. In the stew, I'm cooking up, calling it gumbo. I'm shady locked in. With my dogs, keep vision tunnel. I'm big bro, and little bro, but yeah, I'm jumbo. Lionheart, eat the food, I'm king of the jungle. More bodies, bow bow, a Royal Rumble. Yeah. Connecting the dots, man, just like a puzzle. I'm a big dog. I be barking, I need a muzzle. Team we locked in, I be sparking, I'm in the huddle. Lean muscle. They be talking, we never struggle. Big hustle, let's tussle. Out the mud, you did like shovels. Coordination, yeah boy, watch how I juggle. Get elevation, good lord, yeah I made it. TikTok close shop, I'ma still be a big dog. I pull up clean and I pop my top, and then I look like I'm off. Real player, I'm not gon' stop it. Y'all niggas ain't this tall. Like the cash draft back in 03. We about to get rich, y'all.
Count down.
Red go get Swiss laws. This is the It's time to lift off.
What's good, y'all? This is DJ Dream, and you are now tuned in to the Big Heff Radio Show. Let's go.
This is WNRV 108.1.
Don't respect me, spell. Don't respect me, give a I just spent $300,000 on my truck. Superstitious, bro, worried about boat. Hating on my name, I spent on coats, what they do. Why this dirty speaking on should never again? Just because your friends hit it, don't think that y'all sister wise. All alone, walking through New York with 3 throwing knives. Outside, rarely do I hide, I just know my role. 1 bullet, send him to a Dreamville like Jermaine Cole. My stand in front of polls, but she ain't never voted. Your favorite rapper rap out AKs, but he ain't never told it. Probably wrote your favorite song, but you ain't never know it. Biggest bang, I don't wanna take yours, cause that's just too easy. My left ear look like a hood freezer, y'all pick WAP over Jeezy.
Foreign car, talking to my watch, just like Michael Knight. Boxer shorts, smell like Baccarat, known to pop a lot. All my cars orange, you can't miss them in the parking lot. All my cars orange, you can see them if it's dark or not. Gambling spot, I'ma shoot my shot, I'ma better not. My young say he gon' take some, I said you better not. And if you ain't 12 before you come in, you better not. Someone asked me how you get a flow this clean, you better mop. Paranoia, took them pills for pain, high as California. Told my lawyer, I'ma call you back, that's my other lawyer. I'm up normal, from over here your grill look like aluminum foil. Hard to tell the real from the fake, cause ain't nobody loyal.
And my rose got more diamonds than your favorite rapper. Free my D, rob your favorite rapper. These SK fully loaded, sing like operas with a horn hat. My brother want more smoke than Wiz Khalifa with a blonde patch. Me up right now, cause Simon said my dog did time and fit. Legend has it, your favorite rapper mama still pay all the bills. Catch me outside, like the biggest episode of Dr. Phil. Popping X pills, geeking hard, just grew fish scales.
Titty boy, got the biggest suite in the city, boy. Smoked it out, shorty got drunk off the mini bar. Double R, push the button once, and the motor start. Double park, hop out banana clips, that's monkey bars. Showing off, listen to the lead, drop off with dozing off. Turn it off, if you was a computer, you'll be Microsoft, Apple Pay. I'ma give somebody a few racks today, and you don't brush. That's the only way you gon' get some plaques today. Tone.
This is WNRV 108.1.
Big dude. Yeah.
Carter, you going too crazy.
Take her down, yeah. Hey, take her down, yeah. Break her down, yeah. Hey, downtown, yeah. All night, she can fight, that tight motherfucker. I got a tender tight exclusive, it taste like fruities, skin soft, smooth like water, head stupid. Her contact name is Juicy, she got tats all on her booty. Clinking, fine and bougie, she my type, her 6 a movie. Beat that make her lose it, make her stupid. Toxic, cream all on it, make it gushy. Clock that, make Speed up this beat to fully. Swallow spit. Mama, take your time. Man, start rushing. And suck that shit. Hey, hey. Take her down, yeah. Take her down, yeah. Take her down, yeah.
This is WNRV 108.1.
She can fight, I got her tender, get all in there. Take her through there. Put it in there. She like rich, she like rich, she like big, she like. We both get that bag, she show her. I love this, I love. She gon' bounce that for ball for sure. She love this shit. Take her soul every time I this mother shit. Was a I told, I showed the babe, killed the bit, I fought the babe. She like, babe, I love it. You know what's up, you never miss. Kitty cat, oh shit. It's my focus. Was a coot, kiss a Tina potion. Hey, take her down, yeah. Hey, down, yeah. Hey, break her down, yeah. Hey, pound town, yeah. All night, she can fight, take it, that tight, man. Hey, I got her tender, take her through the, put it in there, all up in there, take her through the.
Take her pound down. WNRV 108.1.
This is Cardi B, and you listening to the Big Heff Radio Show.
This is WNRV 108.1.
The Waxter. Remember your song? Yeah. Okay. Money on money, these millions, you dig? I'm spending this on my kids. I'm sending the beat, not the beans. My pink slip, no rents. I don't want you gonna do nothing if I gotta be the one tell you to spin. Telling for nothing, and I gotta be the one calling them friends. Drop top Rolls Royce, I don't know the kind, I don't know the name of it. This was last night and this morning, but I don't know the name of it. She told that she don't know nothing about him, and this fame of it. We want the same mud, not the green, like the same mud. Mommy, you I don't want shots. Brother, you a rat. My brother. Twin, you a pet. Running through sex. Hey, Louis V. Slacks. Hermes trench. Hermes. Swim pool heated. Ooh. Yeah, she ain't tryna eat it. She ain't tryna what? Shawty, you can beat it. Drink 2 liter, ride a 2-seater, ride with an eater. Calling me Poppy, I'm calling her mommy and senorita. I ain't been cocky, but I've been putting on ever since Beepers. Me good the first day, might keep her good. Blowing money fast like a film.
108.1.
I've been in the trenches filled with hyenas. Ooh, got a spider, whipping that from the side. In your money, these millions, you dig? I'm spending it on my and kids. I'm sending the beat, not the beans. My pink slip, no rent. I don't want you gonna do nothing if I gotta be the one tell you to spin. Telling for nothing, and I gotta be the one calling them friends. Oh God. Drop top Rolls Royce, I don't know the kind, I don't know the name of it. This was last night and this morning, but I don't know the name of it. She told that she don't know nothing about him, and this fame of it. We want the same mud, not the green, but the same mud.
You identify my
This is WNRV 108.1.
Not mine.
You cold. He cold.
She belongs to the streets. Sprawl up, went petty. Clothes go snake, shit up Betty. Transport far and go slatty. Dogging out like Shaggy. Cutter went spit, went caddy. Pull up, cutter, we ready. I'm petty. I start bowling these spaghetti. First off, gotta go get it. Talk, let's do more spinning. Walk down, get drenched. Turn the whole city up, lit it. Bad coulda went beat it. Savage, 21 killers. Brad bitch riding with the sister. Dog,
gon' turn cop, new body. Twin, you wreck, you smoke. Shoot him in the head, you the goat. Could've went fed, went broke. Traveling, living off the ocean. Yeah, they found on the roads, I don't know. The eaters go everywhere I go. Ay.
Money on money, these millions, you dig? I'm spending this shit on my and kids. I'm sending the bent, not the beans. This pink slip, no rings. I don't want you gonna do nothing if I gotta be the one tell you to spend. These telling for nothing, and I gotta be the one calling them friend. Drop top Rolls Royce, I don't know the kind, I don't know the name of it. This was last night and this morning, but I don't know the name of it. She told that she don't know nothing about him, and this fame of it. We want the same mud, not the green, man, the same mud.
This is WNRV 108.1.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
For real though.
For real though. It is the Big Heff Radio Show. Welcome back. Welcome back. We done been to Glenville, Japan, Alabama, and back.
Yeah.
Iowa.
I like Birmingham though, for sure.
Yeah.
Birmingham
I had a
is
little
nice
shorty
city.
down in Birmingham.
Did you?
I've been to Birmingham.
I got family in Birmingham. I don't have a little shorty, but I got family.
Yeah. Everybody
Yeah.
had gold teeth.
You gotta chill with the Yets.
I'm gonna get you out there, Ed.
You gotta chill with the Yets.
Hey, this is your summer. Man.
This is your season.
We are promoting you like crazy.
You guys are.
Hey. Follow her on IG.
Oh wow, this is a lot.
It just sounded Death Row Records.
The DMs are open.
Man,
She just sounded Death Row Records.
this is terrible. This is terrible. Anyway, so we are back. DJ Dream is here.
What up?
Got on her Chicago Bulls.
Yeah.
It's hat season. Everybody at the table got on a cap.
Yeah.
Gotta keep that sun off. I'm already burnt up.
Gotta keep the sun off. I need some sun on my legs. I feel like they
I got a tan.
pale.
The first day it was
Pause.
What? Sun on my legs?
Sun on your legs, yes.
Like that's cousin, I need a tan.
No, that's not what you said.
That is what I said.
You said something else.
I said my legs kind of pale. I said sun on my legs.
You said you need her sun on your legs.
That's not what I said. That is not. That is a stretch.
I'm just saying sun on your legs.
Sun.
You thought she said something?
S-U-N.
Huh?
You thought she said something on her leg?
No. Just sun.
Sun
Sun is enough. Sun is enough.
S-U-N.
Oh, I thought you said S-O-N.
No. I did not. We have a guest. Focus.
We do.
Because this is
Welcome
just
back to the Big Heff Radio
it's getting
Show.
outrageous. I already did that.
Eb Summer.
Listen, Dream, this guy, him in the black. We come back from break. He like, oh, Eb, I just saw you get folded up on the.
She got her back.
Why would he say that?
She got her back cracked on Instagram.
Then he tries to line it up.
Is even
Yes. Yeah. Then he tried. He said, I mean, back crack. No.
I mean,
Yeah.
you know
Friends
it.
only.
Friends only.
I'm not sure why he would say that. So we have a guest
We have
because
an
Heff's,
international guest.
Heff's
No,
rude.
this is an international
This is
show.
an international show.
Yeah.
Got some Southern ties. He got Southern ties as well.
Yeah.
You know, Cleveland ties, international ties. And I guess we got Dr. Noop himself here. You know, that's how we everybody has come to know him. But his name is Dr. James Alberti. Yes, that is the professional name. Okay.
I'm gonna call him
007.
007, Dr. Noop. He's a stepper.
All of that.
All of that.
Welcome to the Big Heff Radio Show.
Thank y'all for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So, are you originally from Cleveland?
No, actually, I'm originally from Augusta, Georgia.
I told y'all he had Southern roots.
Born and raised.
Hear it.
Augusta, Georgia.
He said it like he was from
Georgia.
Georgia. He said it like we was watching a movie.
How often do you go back?
Once a month.
Do they call you city folk now?
No, they definitely call them city folk.
No, they say that I lost my southern twang a little bit.
Really?
I was like, yeah, you got a Cleveland accent now, and I'm like,
Oh.
I don't.
It still gives Georgia to me.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
To us, but you know.
Yeah, to us, but they probably hear something totally different down here.
'Cause, yeah, I was telling when I first moved to Cleveland, I was like talking to my patients.
You was a country bunkin', huh?
They couldn't understand what I was saying, so I had to like take a second and really like pronounce my words. You know what I'm saying? So Like, no, Mom, I still talk the same. I'm just at work.
Right.
Just a little adjustment.
Yeah, a little adjustment.
So what were you doing? What was it like growing up in Augusta?
I mean, Augusta's different. It's grew up on the South Side. It's like where I grew up at. 2 minutes one way, you see rebel flags, and 2 minutes the other way, you know what I'm saying, you might get knocked upside your head for your sneakers.
Okay.
So it's like, it's kind of like a weird place where I grew up at, but you know, I thought Augusta was the best city in the world when I was growing up. You couldn't tell me nothing. You thought it was no city better than Augusta until I moved out of Augusta.
So was it like a lot of my friends that do live in Georgia, but did you migrate to Atlanta first, or where'd you go after Augusta?
So I went to a small town called Fort Valley. I went to HBCU there called Fort Valley State University.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my HBCU.
Yeah.
And so I was there for like 4 years and some change, and then after that, I migrated to Atlanta.
Okay.
So I was in Atlanta for about 10 years before I moved here to Cleveland.
Now, did you study in Atlanta?
Yeah, I actually got my doctorate in Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, how like, let's go to the HBCU first, because I feel like they don't get enough shine.
Right.
What was your experience like at the HBCU?
That's where Heff feels at home.
That's where I'm at home. No, listen.
Everywhere.
Shout out to the HBCUs, man, for real.
Yeah.
It's shout out to HBCUs. It was hands down probably one of the best experiences of my entire life, and probably the best time of my life. Like, and I got accepted into, you know, some of your bigger schools and, you know, your PWIs and other HBCUs, but I wouldn't change it for the world. I wouldn't change it for nothing. It was, I mean, it's really like you have in the family that you make there is like 20, 30 years, 20 years later, you know what I'm saying? Y'all still tight. Like it's really saying going back to homecoming, it's like y'all still like y'all freshmen all over again. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, no, my HBCUs are
okay.
Thankful for them, for real.
Now, you know, we're gonna go to Atlanta.
that's where we're going.
What era of Atlanta was you in? Like what era? Was you in the Jeezy getting money era?
Or was you in the Freaknik era?
Or you was in the T.I. era?
Right.
Or you in which era were you in?
I was in like the T.I. era.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in the T.I. era. I was in the you know, the tall T era.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Jabot jeans.
Okay.
And,
Wow.
So you was in the fun part of Atlanta.
Oh, this was when Lil Jon was going crazy. This is when they couldn't play certain songs because it was about to tear the club up for real.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Those eras was crazy.
No,
that's when it was a real nugget if you buck.
It was crazy because like when I'm talking about that era, like that's when like I first started going, but Atlanta had, I want to call them like big clubs, like 2,000 people.
Wow.
Like they would have like 5 clubs that hold 2,000 people going every like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Sunday was skate night though.
Right.
Yeah.
So
gotta go skating.
So how long was you in Atlanta, and then why did you move from Atlanta?
I was in Atlanta for about 10 years. I
Okay.
was in school for like 5. I was in school about 5 down there, and then after that, I opened up my first practice in like Roswell, Alpharetta area.
Okay.
And after that, so I was practicing down there, but it was, that stage of Atlanta was just, it was fun. That's when, you know, Buckhead was not like Rodeo Drive. That's when Buckhead was the strip and everybody was just walking. It was just nothing but a strip of clubs and everybody's walking. So, look here, I think I'm about to fail out of school as soon as I got there.
It was partying.
Look, where I went to school at undergrad, it was like a little small town with a, you know, it's a very small town. But so I got there, I almost lost my mind. You know, it was, but yeah, no. So I was there for like 10 years, and then after that, I took a job in Cleveland at the Cleveland Clinic.
Okay.
And I was only supposed to be in Cleveland for like 2 years, maybe 3.
Why?
In your mind, what was your game plan?
Yeah, like why was it only 2 to 3?
Like you 2 years established yourself at Cleveland Clinic. Of course, you get that brand association with Cleveland Clinic.
Yep.
And then what was your map from there, your roadmap?
At that point, I was thinking, go to Cleveland Clinic. Like you say, the brand association was amazing. Looks great on the resume, you know what I'm saying? And then you get to learn a whole lot of things you wouldn't learn, you wouldn't learn other places. So it was come to Cleveland Clinic, maybe do 2-3 years. And I was treating it like it was college almost. Like, you know, if I can do 4.5 years in Fort Valley, Georgia, I can definitely do 2-3 years in Cleveland. You know, they got all the professional teams. It's a big major city. I'd be all right.
Right.
And I was gonna actually move back to either Atlanta or DC.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my original plan.
Okay.
And I feel like you was in the era of Atlanta where black businesses were booming and getting established. You know?
No, it was.
And DC would have been, I feel like it would have been the same thing.
Yeah.
So when did you say like, I ain't leaving Cleveland, I'm staying here?
Right. And how long did you end up being at Cleveland Clinic?
I was so I'm about to leave at the end of my 3rd, 4th year, and then they made me, another offer that made me stay a little longer. And first of all, I almost
can't
moved.
resist.
Let me say
Right.
this. Let me say this.
Let me slide you this.
That's exactly what they did. They slid us across the table.
Tell us how
I
you
was
feel
like,
about these numbers.
You know what? Let me go ahead and
I think
renew
I
that
can
lease.
stay a little.
Yeah. I'll sign one more time.
Like, go ahead.
I'll buy me some more coats.
Right.
Now, moving from the South, did you have coats when you moved up here?
Listen, man.
Because everybody, I know.
Because back then he probably didn't. They be having coats now because they get a little winter now, but I assume then not really.
I had no clothes for him. My winter clothes was for fashion, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, I moved here, I almost moved back to Atlanta 3 months in. Cause I moved here in like February.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's the wrong time.
That's the worst.
That was the wrong time. Who told you to do that?
I didn't know. I was like, April, why is it still snow? I should have on flip flops.
Still cold.
Yeah. So they signed. I mean, they give you the paper. You sign it because they slide you the paper, but you still end up staying. So Heff was saying like, what happened? Especially after you saw our winners.
Right. I mean, listen, the paper made me forget the winter a little bit for a while. You know what I'm saying? And then I started meeting some just amazing people. So it made being in Cleveland, after building certain relationships with people, and Cleveland got some dope people. Let me say that right now. So people
We appreciate that.
People back home, I know y'all talk about Southern hospitality, and it's a real thing. But I tell people all the time, Cleveland people are actually really dope. They are really dope, just good people, man, and just friendly, down to earth people. You know what I'm saying? So it was built some of those relationships. So it was a little bit difficult to leave after that.
Okay.
And
we just out here trying to get $1. Just trying to get $1. So you decide to stay. I guess you wrap it up at Cleveland Clinic, and then what happens next? Does your practice in Cleveland happen next, or you go somewhere else in the middle?
The practice in Cleveland happens next.
Okay.
So after I finally bought some clothes, I had to buy clothes from here for here. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
So
good move.
Yeah, right. The cotton is the right grade. The wool is correct.
Grip on my dress shoes.
Right.
That ice had me on my back a couple times. You know what I'm saying? So after that, I opened up my own practice. Cleveland Clinic was cool, but it was, it's big business. Yeah. And so I wanted to. So you got to do things by their policies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which is, I respect that. But at that moment, I felt like I could help so many more people, and I can help so many more people that look like me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that was what I really wanted to do. I've been on both sides of that table. I've been, had money. I've been broke. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to be able to just treat people who have been on the other side of that table also too, that might not have had might not have had a lot. But I want to give them top tier healthcare no matter what. You got a little money, a lot of money, we finna get you together.
Okay.
That's what I wanted.
All right.
So
yeah, we ready for the we ready for the deep question of the day.
GPT of the day.
Yes.
What's the GP? Okay, here
The
we go.
deep I've looked at him like, here we go.
We want to know. The vertebrae got twisted up behind your ear. Let's go.
Hashtag got the best questions, so he be waiting for him. We be waiting.
You treat pain for a living. But what's one pain that you've never told anybody that you carry personally?
Deep. Snaps.
That's a good one. Wow, that's a good one. I think some of the people know about my cancer story. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think but I didn't tell people. It was one thing about that kind of went from that was, after that, it was still the pain of like, man, knowing that it may come back at any time. And so no matter what I'm doing, no matter how successful I become, no matter how many people I help, that what I thought I ran from and got away from and God blessed me to get away from could come back and take me up out of here again. So just that constant wondering, you know what I'm saying? I think that's one of the things, the pain of that. That's one of it.
That's real.
Good question, CJ.
Yeah, CJ got that good question of the night. I mean, he got other questions,
Yeah,
but he always has at least one deep question
made me
for
think,
sure.
bro, because,
He always got at least one deep question.
All right, so do you believe that trauma hides in the body?
Oh, for sure. For sure, man. And I'll say I wouldn't have thought that beforehand per se until I seen some of the things that happen on my table. You know, some of the things, releasing some of those pains, man, and just watching just that breath and the tears fall out of people's eyes, and their exact words are, I feel like you just relieved the trauma just left my body, like emotional, you know what I'm saying, physical, like all of that. I wouldn't have, you would ask me this question maybe 5 years ago, I would have told you, bro, I'm not, some stress.
Right.
But no, man, the things I've seen on that table, yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Hi, boo. You got the Miss
Hey, boo.
America shorts. So speaking of the table, what makes you decide that that's the thing? Like, the table is what's going to spread the word, be the model of interest, because everybody watches the videos where they're like, so what is he doing? Like, does it hurt? Like, are you okay? Like, what's going on? So what made you decide that like that was going to be a part of the promo push?
It really started because I just kind of gave some, and actually one of my patients asked me to do it, but I just kind of gave people just kind of a peek into my day to day, just a little bit, because all of these crazy and amazing and just absolute, just insane things was happening in that office. Nobody knew about it. So it's like, you know, a tree falling in the woods and nobody around to your head. So finally I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna turn the camera on a little bit, give people a glimpse and kind of just see some of my day to day. And it just kind of took off from there. But I'll still say this, no matter how many videos y'all have seen are the most amazing or shocking or wild videos y'all have seen, the best stuff has never made it to camera. For real, it's like one of those things where I'll film
That's how it
something
is.
and I'm like, damn, I wish I had the camera on. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
yeah.
Yeah, so, that's it. It really became, it helped me kind of become somebody, but really become somebody that people can trust, because let's be real, people don't trust doctors. They don't, of any kind.
Right.
Yeah, especially us black folk. We don't. Hell, we've been testing on half our lives.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let's just be real. So it's been great that I've been able to give, you know what I'm saying, people somebody that they can truly trust. You know what I'm saying? And that table is the way and that table has done that.
Now, what made you take it to social media, and then what's been like the reaction from it?
So I was actually, all my social media was private. I really wasn't big social media for real. I would kind of hop on there, maybe post once a month or something like that, maybe a workout, something like that. But like I said, some of my patients, they was just like, man, can you post this? Can you show my adjustment? So finally, after, you know, I opened my page up, and the reaction has been from it has just been amazing. I think when I opened it up, it was at like 4,000, 3,000 followers, something like that. And now it jumped to like 30-something thousand. But these aren't people that are bored or people that these are people who have a genuine interest. Like if I don't post in like a week, I'll get hit up like, hey doc, you good? You okay? You alone? You know what I'm saying?
You ain't adjusting? What's happening?
Can you post some more of them ear videos? You know what I'm saying? So, but the reaction has been, it's made me feel like, bro, you're really doing something right. You're really doing something right, and you're really reaching people, man, and you're touching people as far as like, you know, their soul, man, their spirit, as far as like they, you know, they're resonating with you, and you know what I'm saying, they really want to come in and like they've had pains and issues for years, and they're like, maybe I can go to him and, you know, get the same kind of results these other people got.
Right,
like,
right.
It gives them hope, you know what I'm saying?
Dream, you want some hope?
Yeah. I need some hope.
You need some hope.
And some adjusting.
Yeah.
You ever been adjusted?
Your knees.
No.
Did you see her adjustment today?
I have not.
Yeah, I was literally just watching it.
Don't she look taller? Don't she look
A
taller?
lot.
She look
She look like she ready for the summer.
It does. It does look like she's ready for the summer.
It does.
She look like she's ready for
It does, huh, Heff?
Hot girls.
Like she ready for sun on her legs. Ain't that right?
It does.
The sun on your leg.
Guys are so annoying.
T-Rex, you gonna go get adjusted?
I'm gonna try it, man.
T-Rex would definitely be taller.
My back is crazy.
Pause. I'm gonna say pause.
Yeah,
I will.
Hey yo!
I will say that.
I want to respond, but I know I'm gonna get an instant pause.
I told Doc though, like everybody sees. So I don't know. Maybe he'll change some things here and there every once in a while. But everybody sees the adjustment. But you do get.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what to call it because you guys are going to look at me like I'm crazy. So you
trying to choose her words.
Yeah, I'm trying to choose them real wisely, right?
No, you're amongst friends. Go ahead.
No, I'm not amongst friends. I'm not amongst friends when it comes to this type of stuff. They'll turn on you quick.
Yeah, live your best life, bro.
But if you have an area that bothers you, like I have a bad shoulder, so I did get like a what's it called? Like a
I adjusted your shoulder, your AC joint right here in the front of the shoulder.
Yeah, but it kind of felt like a frequency. That's what it really felt like to me. Now, he, of course, is going to call it what it technically is, but it felt like a frequency treatment on my shoulder because I have a bad shoulder from an injury a couple of years ago. So you do actually get like a targeted treatment if you have a problem area before you even go into the alignment. So, that's what some people don't really realize. You can get something very specific before you go in for the alignment.
Yeah, no, I pride myself on being very thorough. So if you see my video, you see, look, I'm ears, fingers, knees, elbows. It's not really too much that I can't, work on.
Yeah.
So I'm very thorough, and I tailor every treatment and tailor every adjustment depending on what you got going on, depending on what your work life is like, your sports, or your extracurriculars, the whole 9 yards.
Right.
So
right. Yeah, you fill out, your medical history. Let them know they even ask like have you been in car accidents or whatever, so you can fill out that medical history.
Did you call Top Dog?
Yeah, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I can't stand it. But there was a difference. Like my shoulder was significantly better because I went in with shoulder pain, so my shoulder was already sore when I was sitting.
Came out with summer rain.
No, that's not true. But it was raining that day though. That's actually true. It was raining when I went into to Doc's office, but I did go in there with shoulder stiffness and soreness, and then when I left, my shoulder was way better. Yeah. It was way better.
How did you sleep that night?
I was asleep.
You were asleep, huh?
I was definitely
late
asleep.
to work.
I was not late to work though. I wasn't late to work, but I slept well, and then I woke up without shoulder pain because I usually always wake up with shoulder pain. So I was able to wake up without shoulder pain. So
I got one more question.
Let's go, CJ.
So if the spine is the key to the body's power, what's the spine of our community that we've neglected?
Deep. Snaps.
That's definitely snaps.
Poetry.
Snaps. It really is poetry, CJ. They're great.
That's real, bro.
I feel like I'm on some content right now.
I think the spine of our community that we've neglected is us really working together. I think that it's been more crabs in a barrel situations than us. Really work. We're powerful, man. Like we are powerful as hell, and we do not utilize it the way we should. We do not utilize our power the way we should, man, and really helping each other, building our own community, like building within each other, man. Keeping dollars, within our own community in certain ways, man. But I think that, man, I think that's what we do. We'll support everything and everybody, but not each other, man. Right. That's all. Yeah. So. But I do, and I'm not just saying, hey, just support black business or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying, because every business is not going to be great. Let's just be real.
Amen.
Support it. I tell people, a lot of people like, oh, I came to try you because you're a black business. That's great. Thank you.
Right.
But I don't want you to stay because I'm black. I want you to stay because I actually,
provide
an amazing service. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got the results you came here looking for.
Right.
So if I wasn't, go where you can get what you're looking for sure.
Yeah.
So,
Doc, you provide the service, and now you are offering something else to the community.
I am.
Tell us what you got going on and what we can expect from you in 24 hours.
In 24 hours. Hopefully y'all can pull up. So I'm having I'm launching something that's really special to me, man. not gonna say any names. I don't want to get sued. But I use certain things on my patients or whatever, you know what I'm saying, different types of creams, ointments, things like that can help get rid of certain types of pains, aches, but a lot of that was very temporary, just temporary relief, you know what I'm saying? And I wanted to provide something that not just caused temporary relief, but actually help treat their issues. I got with an amazing sports chemist some years ago, and we put our heads together and we created something special. We put it together, we sent it up to Temple University. They did all the studies, all the research on it. I mean, it came back across the board, like hypoallergenic, it's organic, you know what I'm saying? It's a medical grade magnesium based product, and it's also a mineral, you know what I'm saying, that so it really actually gets in there and works. You know, this is not something surface. This is I'm treating problems. I'm filling in the potholes, you know what I'm saying? So created that, and then I started using it maybe like a year or so ago once we got the final products, and I started using it on like a lot of my athletes and some of my patients, and it was just it was like blue magic to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying?
My man.
It was like my man. And eventually I was like, hey, I'm gonna eventually make this public, but I wanted, it's a product, so I wanted to make sure everything else was right. You know, so once I got all that together, I have something that I'm about to release to the world, and I think it's going to just change the game of recovery, change the game of recovery in sports. Your everyday hard worker, people who work out, your weekend warriors, you name it.
Okay.
And I currently have a medical grade magnesium gel, a spray with CBD, a spray without CBD, a cream, and crystals as well too, medical grade magnesium crystals for soaking and stuff like that. So
I need that.
Yeah.
Now, how do they use the crystals? Do they use crystals like you would use Epsom salt, or?
Yes.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna say it's better than Epsom salt, but it's better than Epsom salt.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Doc, come on.
Yeah.
Nothing better than Epsom salt. My grandma told me this.
Hey,
My grandma
man.
told me Epsom salt and ginger ale. And Vicks. Okay.
Put it on your feet.
And some people, if you're from the South, they do a little castor oil on the side.
My mom from Milledgeville, Georgia, so I definitely have the castor.
Yeah, my dad do the castor oil. Swear by it. I'd be like,
Yeah.
what is with you? All you need is a little teaspoon. Bet you be better in the morning.
That's like people in Robitussin. They think Robitussin gonna cure everything.
The tussin. Do they? The tussin.
You got hemorrhoids, take some tussin. It don't matter what it is. Just take some tussin.
That's crazy.
But congratulations, man.
Thank you.
That sounds
Yeah.
exciting.
Congratulations.
I need that on these knees.
So where can they
I'm gonna bring
get
y'all some.
where can they see the product first time?
First time, I'm having an official launch event tomorrow in Cleveland at CLC Studio, 1540 St. Clair Avenue.
Okay.
From 8 to 12. Please pull up. It's I'm gonna have product there, but I already know that it's not for the people who say they're for enough people who's coming. It's not gonna be enough. It's gonna sell out.
Oh, sell out now.
It's
Okay.
gonna sell out.
Manifest that. And what is it called?
Yeah, so Dr. Alvarez.
Dr.
The Doctor's Remedy.
Smart.
It's not too many things. Yeah, Dr. Alvarez. Like Dr. Shows.
Yeah, that's a smart move.
Dr. Albertis.
Household name, man.
I can see this becoming big business, and I can see a factory and a manufacturing plant coming to Cleveland.
Okay, yes.
sir.
Some jobs.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Let's speak it into existence.
Yes, yes.
It's already here.
It's the doctor's remedy. So that's where, like I said, this is not surface, this is not passive, it's a remedy. I'm providing a remedy. I'm trying to help get you out of pain.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
Where can the people find you? Heffrey, we can hear that.
I know. This is you. I'm
No.
promoting the doc. I'm promoting the doc.
I'm so tired of you already. I'm tired of you already. I'm tired.
I got a question.
No,
for the Instagram, do people want to do they request the Instagram, or is it a lot of people that don't even want to be on Instagram?
it's a lot of people that don't want to do it. It's so I don't really ask per se more so. It's more so they'll come in and just be like, hey doc, you gonna film this? And then I'll definitely do it for sure. But I'm not really big on like as soon as they walk in the room, hey, because I try to respect their privacy. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm not gonna lie, especially if I've had some crazy cases where people are like, bro, if you put this on Instagram, it's gonna go insanely viral. And it's just like, I know this, but I also really want to respect their privacy at the same time. But Yeah, not everybody, but some people come in they come in ready.
Okay.
Yeah, no, they come in
with a fit on.
Yeah, man, what?
Just got this fit.
Like, it's 9 a.m. You think
somebody say
it's
Did somebody say alignment?
And listen, it's lights, camera, action.
See, I got that crack.
That is crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's super crazy.
Andrew, did you get your you ready for alignment? That's what I thought. I thought as soon as you walked in, I said she needs alignment.
As soon as she walked in.
Okay.
We wonder why.
You favoring that left shoulder. I see it right now from here. See, yeah.
The wobble.
You gotta get
I can't turn it off, man. I can't.
Yeah, you can see
turn
it.
it off.
Nah.
You gotta get the frequency treatment. That's what I call it. I don't know, but you got it. Yeah, you gotta get one.
Yeah, I'm definitely gotta be in there.
You gotta get the shoulder fixed.
Many long days and nights on the motorcycle riding state to state with Wild Irish Rose. So
boy,
Wild Irish Rose.
Yeah,
it used to be a thing for him. It used to be a thing.
Shocked he said, "Wow,
I've had it."
No, I used to be.
I've had it. We brethren.
I used to be in Augusta a lot drinking moonshine and Wild Irish Rose.
You're an Irish brethren? That's crazy.
He said he knows the story.
Moonshine, yeah, they call it stomp liquor down south.
Oh,
yeah.
Stomp
liquor.
Stomp liquor.
That's what they call it in the country.
Man.
It should be called stomp liquor.
Right. where can did you say your IG? I don't even remember. Where can people find you?
So my IG is Dr.007_new. DR007_NUPE. That's on pretty much all platforms. YouTube is going to be that, but it's going to be Dr. James Alberty, but everything is Dr.007_new. And you can find my product. It'll be the web store. The web store we're going live in about 2 weeks. Once I restock after this event, I'm gonna restock everything and have everything ready to go, and that's at dralbertys.com. dralbertys with an S.com.
Fire.
Household name. Yes.
All right. Yeah. Well, we are so glad the doc came by, and if you guys want to get an alignment, he does practice in Cleveland and Atlanta. How does your Atlanta schedule go?
I'm in Atlanta once or twice a month. It's crap. Look, I start seeing patients at 9 a.m. I probably walk out that door. Like my last patient walk out about 9 p.m. It's go time. It's a little different in my Cleveland office, but it's like a club. It's fun. Yeah. It's fun. If y'all
can imagine.
Yeah, if you're a Heff, you're down there when I'm down. Hey, pull up to my office. It's fun, man.
You don't have to invite me twice. Bro, I will pull up.
Sound like he got a studio in his office.
It is. It probably is.
Yeah. Somebody's recording music.
There's probably a hookah girl.
Yeah, there's probably a hookah girl. Bottle girls.
You know we brunching in my office.
Yeah, for sure. No, this is a fact.
It's a lifestyle.
Yeah. But you guys can fly into Cleveland or fly into Atlanta and get some help, you know? Or when it's ready, go on that website. Y'all can get the product.
It would change your life.
All right, y'all. We're going to go to a quick music break. It is the Big Heff Radio Show.
Let's go! Yo, now everybody welcome me back like I'm Carter. It's 90s ugly, I'm in the mirror like Shubba. America's most blunted. Cheech and Chong say I'm done-dada. A bounty hunter for the sour I'ma hit your hood, I'm in pocket high, get around. I'm on my toes like a midget in a urinal. Whoever you connect, boy, better tell him I'm looking for that killer. I'm trying to catch a felon.
I'm looking for who's selling. Mary cooking my cerebellum. I pin and tell him my art is war, Machiavelli. By day 7, see what you smelling is me and Helen. You see that 7 or 7 C's, call me Magellan. Or call her Reverend. Mac 11 and split your melon. If that don't get him, a honeydew in a split second. America's most put us both in the smoke section with no sticks and no seeds and no exception.
I'm like, yeah, you know I roll like la 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 la. I'm like, yo, this you got it, yo.
I'm like, yeah, and then we smoke that.
La 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 la. Now everybody say da 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 da. I'm like, yeah, you know I roll like la 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 la. I'm like, yo, this you got it, yo.
I'm like, yeah, and then we smoke that.
La 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 la. Big city Staten Island.
Let's go.
Hey.
Blunt brothers, you got the herb, the blunt covered. You came to beef with a butter knife that don't cut it. Just cold busted, wild style when I cold crush it. The Gilla House got a Gilla monster, I'm cold blooded. You already, I run with Reggie, I don't puff it. We like De Niro and Joe Pesci, but low budget. Bunch of buzz killers, buzzers, they asking how he do it. Ain't no Nike to it, I just does it.
Granddaddy and I'm listening to Bob Marley. I tear the roof off the Porsche like it's house party. Got the new edition, that green homie, it's a killer. Ralph, Ricky, Mike, Bobby, Ronnie, and Johnny. Say they got gas, but it's all gas. They talking like a podcast. I never share and I don't pass the clip. Cause that on his lip got some on his lip. I'm like, yeah, you know I roll that la 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 la. I'm like, yo, fist your body, yo.
I'm like, yeah, and then we smoke that.
La 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 la. Now everybody say, I'm like, yeah, you know I roll that la 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 la. I'm like, yo, fist your body, yo.
I'm like, yeah, and then we smoke that. Let the Method Man.
Red man.
From the split that I'm lifting in hell. From the split that I'm lifting in hell.
Y'all know the voice, and if you don't, it is Toxic Ange, and I am tapped in with the Big Heff Radio Show, and that's every Thursday. Stay tapped in.
WNRV 108.1.
Yeah. Roll it up, we rolling up names. This here is not a game. If you're calling my name, we exhale smoke and we blow it up, babe. Propane. Roll it up, we rolling up names. This here is not a game. If you're calling my name, we exhale smoke and we blow it up, babe. Propane. This here get critical. These haters think of calling on my name. I'm ending you. Decimating the place that you reside. Subliminals could never leave the voice of me, the God. I really will slay you with the might of the ride. You really will. White fooling often fall for they facades. Been known to kill. Nothing but your dreams for frequent lies. The truth is still impenetrable. Nature be my mind. This here get real in the field. Johnny Marvin's name is dangerous. Haters know we lift the city up. So many bang for us. But these haters are speaking tough on wax. They on angel dust. The angels just made a way for them. I'm about to send it up.
This is the Big Heff Radio Show. We are back. Just real quick, let y'all know we got coming up this weekend. Cause matter of fact, we have an event tonight in the next 10 minutes. Matter of fact,
the snipers is here.
We
the sharks.
We got somewhere to be. We got things to do. I'm not sure what they're talking about. All right, CJ, what do you have going on this weekend?
I will be
there for the tacos at first.
Please. I'm just trying to talk about what we got going on this weekend. It's supposed to be quick.
We is talking about what we
that part. I'll be coaching a baseball camp.
Let's go.
Okay.
For the kids at League Park.
Okay, like that.
Kids?
I like that.
Inner city kids.
Inner city.
Anybody can sign up.
Please sign your kids
what
up.
They sign up?
Give them something to do this summer.
What's the age ranges too?
Starting at 6 or 7 and going up to like, I want to say 14, 15.
Okay. Sign them kids up.
Yeah. Heff, what you got this weekend?
I'm trying to swap some stuff out.
Okay.
Shark.
Okay.
Tight.
All right. Dream. Are you doing right? Moving on. Although Dream's gonna say the same thing.
No, I'm not. I have a 60th birthday party today, Saturday.
Let's talk about it. G-Mind.
No, that's a little too out of my range.
G-Mind.
It's a little bit.
I'm saying what party it is.
Oh. Yeah. That's it. Calm weekend. Coming off of a crazy weekend, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
Last weekend was. Whew.
We got B-side tonight. Backstage pass.
Jeez, calm down, man.
Cause the time is tight.
It's okay. We get the B-side when we get there, man. What was how was the Pride weekend? I never.
Oh my God!
Busted.
Y'all had a good birthday party.
It was so crazy. Like every year, I just feel like we top ourselves.
I feel like we top ourselves every year.
Y'all lines do be crazy though.
Yeah, no, this year was just. I mean, it got to the point where we couldn't let nobody else in. That was, from the front to the bowling alley. Yeah, people were still outside.
Right, from the Ruta to the.
Yeah, okay. I don't think they ever seen a crowd that big. They thought they could handle it, but I mean, they did good though. Don't get me wrong, they did real good.
Y'all line went all the way back to the freeway.
Yeah, no, we got there people was there at 8:00 lined up. Party didn't start till 10. No,
okay, baby.
It didn't start till 10. I think they said like.
Don't be talking about baby.
It was a few.
He got the phone going.
It was a few people there at 7:30. And we
they said they said they getting in.
Yeah, no, it was definitely y'all is crazy.
This is really happening.
What's going on?
Yeah. It was
That was the music from Ev's back crack.
It wasn't.
It was a great weekend.
It wasn't.
Very successful. Saturday and Sunday we had a day party at B-Side Sunday.
Okay.
That was fun, and then directly after.
I didn't see the patio after they had the fire, so it's dope.
Oh yeah, no, the patio. Yeah, that patio is.
Yeah. It was fire.
It's definitely a good summer spot.
Yeah,
and,
when you sent the video, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I gotta go out there.
Okay, patio.
And after that, directly after that, we went straight to Detroit for our closeout out there. So I was pretty much on tour this weekend.
On tour.
I was tired, man. By the time Tuesday came.
You feeling yourself? I'm just playing.
No, for real. It was a great but fun. It was very fun.
Nah, it's good though.
Dream say she was on tour.
But Thursday we're at we having a Juneteenth event at Pure on their patio.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Y'all coming around that time.
Patio. They got a real nice patio too.
Where's that?
It's on Cliffview and Euclid.
You would be so shocked at where it's located, but it's really nice though.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on Cliffview and Euclid. It's not far from the old station.
That's right.
Yeah.
Juneteenth is coming up. I hope y'all celebrate just like y'all do for
Cinco de Mayo and stuff.
Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah,
right.
we barbecue and everything else.
Okay.
Okay.
Thursday. Yeah.
Yeah, it's next Thursday.
Tell us what you want to do, T-Rex. If you want to meet us for margaritas, then that's cool too.
We might do a live.
We can't drink margaritas on Juneteenth. We gotta drink Henny and Coke.
Okay. We might do something live.
Say what you
we
say.
might go
Henny
somewhere
and
do a live
Coke.
event.
All right, go somewhere and do a live event.
That might be fire. Yeah, set it up, T.
All right.
All right.
Listen.
Eb, what do you have this weekend?
Yeah.
I have backstage pass. Dr. Alberti's launch event tomorrow.
Fire.
Training at my job on Saturday.
Denzel.
And and we we on the home stretch of this reunion.
The reunion is coming up.
What reunion?
Organizing my family reunion. So we on the home stretch of that because the family
reunion gonna be there again.
The family reunion is July 4th weekend, so we in that home stretch.
My family having a reunion on July 4th.
Everybody's family having a reunion on July 4th. That's
it falls on a Friday this year, so it's like.
Oh, it's about the lady. I didn't know that. Yeah,
it falls on a Friday, so we in the home stretch of our planning and making sure everything is everything.
Okay. Is
Fun.
it in Lorraine?
It is not in Lorraine. Okay. It's the host hotel for us this time is in East Lake.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right. East Lake.
Auntie.
Sound like that's gonna be sound like it's gonna be real.
East Lake.
East Lake. So,
some vibes out there.
Sure.
Luckily, we gonna be like right there where we can see the fireworks from the captain's baseball field.
Yeah.
That's lit.
It's gonna be lit.
That's gonna be a nice little town.
Let's see if we can have somebody sing the baseball halftime ceremony song or something. I don't know.
What?
They usually have a game out there.
Yeah.
Z13, he DJ out there for the captain. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
They definitely do have games. All right, y'all. Well, it has been a great time. We had some great guests, shared some great laughs.
Yeah.
And
it's time to get to Backstage Pass.
It's time to get the Backstage Pass, and we'll see y'all next week. Follow us at Big Heff Radio Show 216.
This is culturally
Instagram and TikTok, y'all.
Doing pirouettes and
see y'all next week.
Snow globe, shopping sprees in Soho. You had to see it. Strippers shaking and watching the dough blow. Ace trumpets and rose mode. Yellow diamonds look like PP. Fly from DC on my private to Waikiki. 3P. This my sons, and that's on repeat. Sins of the father, so I call you little Michis. It's easy, how could you and me be? Ever seen his peers, can't compare, you just CC. Don't you know these clears in my ears, only VVs? Play musical chairs, Fred Astaire through these GTs. Too much wear and tear on your you couldn't please me. White glove service with the brick, I am Luigi. Sold ecstasy and disappeared, I am Houdini. Look at them, him and him, still waiting on Yeezy. I hope you got your squeegees. At your interviews, I just kiki, life's peachy. ASAP with Riri, you rappers all beneath me, but love like the Bee Gees. International flights connect me to the Wi-Fi. The only way you reach me, Ballerinas, doing pirouettes inside of my snow globe. Shopping sprees in Soho, you had to see it. Strippers shaking and watching the dough blow. Ace trumpets and rose moles. Henny Alavaca, Panama fishing village, visiting with Papa, with choppers. All of you in pasta, simply just Ferrari window shoppers. The one that I just sorted looked like it was built by NASA. Over $500,000 we call for Kasha. Reaching for Akasha. Never leaving home without my piece like I'm a Hatma. From the tribe of Judah, I'm Mufasa. Never turn the other cheek, you'll die at the Oscars. Persona non grata, mi casa su casa. Drugs killed my team spirit, welcome to Nirvana. You was Fuji Lala, I was Alibaba. Dressed in house of Gucci, made from selling Lady Gaga. Hakuna Matata, island wearing tie-dye. Umbrella in my rolls, match the one that's in this my tie. Listen, you are not I, cross T's, dot I's. I done disappeared and reappeared without a voila. Ballerinas, doing pirouettes inside of my snow globe. Shopping sprees in Soho, you had to see it. Strippers shaking and watching the dough blow. Ace trumpets and rose moles.